about the sizzle of McDonald's sausage? It's enough to make you crave your favorite breakfasts. Enough to head over to McDonald's. Enough to make you really wish this commercial were scratch and sniff.
And if you're a sausage person, now get 2 satisfyingly savory sausage McGriddles, sausage biscuits, or sausage burritos for just $3.33. Or mix and match. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal. Single item at regular price.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
This is an Off the Tongue podcast.
Hey, Doug here.
Greg.
And this is Mike.
And we are the It's Funny That Makes It Okay podcast and part of the Off the Tongue podcast network, where you can also find the Greener Grass podcast, Teach a Dummy podcast, Skate Ohio podcast, and the original Copycast podcast, all found anywhere you find your podcasts. Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to the show. Coming at you, brand spanking new podcast.
That's right. We're in February, getting towards the end of it
Getting
now.
towards the end of February. And get a bonus day.
Closer to March. Yeah, bonus
Leap
day.
year. Yeah.
What do you do on leap year? Why? Oh, I guess it's because of the way the
Might as well
calendars
That's right.
We're not jumping, we're leaping.
Yeah.
All right. So tonight, I think Mike's got a story about Gen Z added again.
Yep.
I got a
Gen
Would You
Zers.
Rather. We're going to do some hints. I found an article with a bunch of hints. I don't know if you guys looked at it. I've jotted down a handful of them that I want to hit on, and then any that you guys want to hit on as well. About how to save time and being late. We're going to figure out what are the top 10 excuses for being late. I think there's 10. And then we're just going to talk about getting older. It's 2024. 1984 was 40 years ago. And I've got some movies and some songs that turned 40 this year.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We'll bring those up. And I apologize up front. I've had a horrible sinus infection last week, and it's kind of finally went away as far as me having headaches. But it's migrated into my nose and throat. So
We're going to overdub you in
that's
editing.
fine. Just track me.
I'm going to get
Just
James.
track me like
I'm going to
they-
get James Earl Jones to come in and.
I figure just track me like they do all keyboards and songs.
We were having a conversation before the podcast where I was being triggered by a
If
few
you
things.
want to hear more about it, Greg does a weekly podcast on tracking
Keyboards.
every week. So
and how keyboard players get no respect.
that's right. All right. So that,
But I'm not going to talk about it.
No. I'm glad we didn't bring it up.
Yeah.
So, well, Mike, kick us off. Greg, did you have anything else?
No.
All right.
I
have nothing.
I'm subduing my gripe tonight.
Mike, kick us off.
I put it in the vault.
All right. So we often talk about Gen Zs, Gen Zers, I guess, on this show.
The
So
Z's.
I'll bring them up again. I saw an article. This is from CBS News. The headline is Gen Zers are recording themselves getting fired in this growing TikTok trend. So the article goes on basically to say that this trend is involving younger employees from all different sorts of employments, so different jobs, from fast food restaurants, office jobs, teaching, everything in between. They are getting fired, and they are recording themselves. The whole shebang, the whole process.
Why would you want to do? Like when I was growing up, if I got fired, that would be a point of shame. I'd be like, I don't want to tell anybody this. I don't want to let anybody know. I want to find another job as quickly as possible. And then we're like, oh, aren't you working? It's like, no, I got a different job. I'm not going to tell them I got fired.
Yeah,
Well,
that was,
you know why they're doing it.
Yeah, the internet clout.
Yes.
But yes, that was basically my thought as well, Doug. That's why I
What
had
do you
to click
get out
on
of
the
it
article.
other than, look, I was a loser and got fired from this job?
We can get likes on
Yeah,
TikTok.
clicks and likes.
But
and
if you go to
peaks
get another
and-
job, if I'm a boss, I'm going to Google their name, and it's like, I'm sorry, am I stepping on your...
No,
Okay.
no. Well, but yes, you are literally putting that out there for X, Y, and Z. Other
Like,
other
well, I won't
employers
be
to see.
hiring Mike. Look at him here having a meltdown online.
Yeah.
No,
And-
but it doesn't seem to matter. It's what's weird about it. I think it used to matter more, but
I think it kind of depends.
I mean, it depends on the job, I guess.
Yeah.
You know.
So there was one part of here too I wanted to call out. There's an economist that they talked to. His name is Jason Dorsey. He's the president of the Center of Generational Kinetics. So he said that we're kind of seeing this trend across every industry. And the vast majority of the videos that you see happening, like, they're not just reenactments. It's the actual firing process that they'll capture and post. And he says, people are filming getting laid off. They're filming themselves walking out. And I like this part. They're taking snacks with them on their way out. Like, what? It's not enough
snacks
just
from where? Like the vending
the
machine?
lounge, I guess? Like, I don't know.
The boss's desk.
Yeah. It's not enough just to, with whatever little dignity you have left, I suppose, after getting fired.
I guess you have
let's
no
grab some
dignity after
Doritos
that.
from the lounge on the way out, or some Cheetos, or whatever else is in there. Who knows?
They're probably going to use these videos in the lawsuit, too.
It's possible.
They go through a couple of examples here, but this is one that they talked out. And I had actually seen this video before.
Excuse me.
Bless you. But they highlight a video here from Brittany Patesh. I'm not sure how to say her name. She was a San Francisco tech worker. She filmed the moment she got fired from her job at cybersecurity company Cloudflare. It's a whole 9-minute video, and it went viral after she posted it mid-January.
See, it went viral. There it is.
It's gone viral. So basically, she recorded her call with HR folks, letting her know that, hey, yeah, you're getting fired, you're getting laid off. So it kind of walks through what they're saying, and from the company side, it's pretty cut and dry. There's nothing really out of the ordinary. It sounds like they're going through mass layoffs, so she did say that she's not the only one in this situation getting fired. So they're going through layoffs. She just happened to film herself, and it's a work from home job, so
of course.
She's at her laptop, and she's got the camera going off on the side, and I just really don't understand it. Kind of like Doug said, it's hard to watch these videos, in my opinion. I watched a couple of them. It's just an awkward moment anyway, getting fired, because people have to put it, your employer has to come out and say, hey, look, your performance isn't that great. You're not meeting expectations. We're going to have to move on. And the person is, in some videos I saw, they push back a little bit, or some they just accept it, and it's like, did we have to see this?
It's kind of like filming yourself in a fight with your spouse. It's like, why do I put this out with you telling everything bad about me? It's like, I don't think I want that out there.
Wasn't there that dirty laundry? It's like, we don't need to be seeing this. Like, we don't need to be having this out there.
I'd rather see people throwing slushies at their trucks.
Well, exactly. That's a trend I can get behind.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't understand it. And like you guys said, I don't really get, other than clout, I don't know what you really get out of it.
Yeah.
No, I don't either. It seems like the ceiling is very low, but the floor is very deep. I mean, there's a lot of floor and very low ceiling here.
Yeah.
For what could come of it. So you get some likes, but then maybe 10, maybe 15 years down the road, they looked that up. It's like, yeah, this
well, it's not even, you're not even really owning the company either. There's not really it's not really a good comeback or anything. You're just really embarrassing yourself, to put it mildly. So, I don't know. I don't get it, but most Gen Z things I don't understand either.
I don't either. I don't even try. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah. Well, that's about it, though, for that. So.
Okay.
So when you guys let me go from the podcast,
we will film it.
I will film it.
You film it. That's right. That's right.
It'll be the last content on Only Mike's. On the Only
Mike's
Mike's
happiest
section.
day in his life. I don't have
He's
to do
waiting
the
for it
podcast anymore.
Look, Mike, these stories, they're just not cutting it anymore.
That's right. All right. Was that all you had?
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to
It's
do
a weird trend. Huh? It's a weird trend.
It is a weird trend.
Not that any other trends are any weirder, but this one especially just feels odd.
Yeah,
and
it does.
You done now?
I don't know.
I don't want to interrupt you.
No, I'm done.
Okay. I said, are you done now? No, I'm done. So I'm super
done.
confused. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to do Would You Rather. I got 3 of them here. So we'll throw them out. I don't know. We may have to tweak them if it's too easy. We can do some variations on these, but I just brought these up. So the first one I found, I thought that's kind of interesting. Would you rather eat one dog treat every day?
Ugh.
So you got to eat a dog treat every day for the rest of your life, but After that, you can eat whatever you want for the rest of the day. So you have to start off with a dog treat, then you can just eat whatever you want. Or for the rest of your life, you could only eat bran flakes, and that is it.
Yeah, I already know my answer. I can go first.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm eating the dog treat. I'm going to disgust myself. And I know this is not going to be some little cracker dog treat. This is going to be some nasty
milk bone.
Yeah, this is going to be something that we're not going to want to eat. Yeah. I understand that, but I can't eat bran flakes the rest of my life. I can't do it. So,
what if I said if it was a small bowl of dog food that you had to eat first, it's not just a treat?
I'd still do it.
Damn.
I can't do the bran flakes. I'm gonna need more to life than bran flakes.
I mean, did you say only bran flakes?
That's it. That's the only food you can eat.
I can't do that. So I'm gonna suffer for the rest of time, so I can eat other food besides bran flakes.
I'm with him. I mean,
okay,
yeah. I can't live on just. You'd get your fiber in. That's
you would
for
get
sure.
your fiber in.
More than enough fiber.
So recently one of our dogs he's had some stomach issues, and so we have got this specialty food from the vet, this canned food. Ooh! Every time you open it, you just want to gag.
That's the treat you got to eat.
Yeah, and you know what? And even knowing that, I'd still do it.
Yeah,
just so I wouldn't have to. I need more to life than bran flakes.
Yeah.
And that food makes me. The smell of it just makes me gag.
I need food.
I'd still power through it.
Okay.
Yeah. Just say you can never have a Reese's again.
I know. I was the same with you guys. Now, the original one was, it didn't say bran flakes. It said only cereal. Would that make a difference?
No.
It could be any cereal.
It's
I need more.
I need variety.
That was mine too.
Even though I'm pretty basic, I need more variety than that.
Well, you got to think, it's Thanksgiving. Everybody's getting up. They're thinking, like, here's your bowl of cereal. Even if let's say it was any cereal, it's like,
I pull up to the McDonald's drive-thru. Here's your bowl of cereal.
That's right.
The mixed cereal.
Yeah. McCaptain Crunch.
Well, shoot, we didn't split the room on that one at all. It was
it's pretty cut and dried, I think.
Yeah, I'm eating the dog biscuit right along with Mike on this, and you. We'll just go along with it.
Yeah.
All right. The next one, and this one didn't have a time frame on it, so I don't know. We'll have to figure that one out. Would you rather be trapped in a cage with a tame tiger?
Oh, gosh.
Or trapped in a cage with a rabid squirrel? Oh, excuse me. And it didn't have a time. I feel like we need to put a time limit on that.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking for an hour?
An hour. Let's do an hour, because an hour popped in my head.
An hour one time, or are we talking multiple times?
An hour a day?
I like the hour a day.
Every day.
Each day,
you got to spend an hour.
You got to jump in the cage.
I can get behind that. Yeah.
And it's a tame tiger, but I mean, it's still a tiger.
But when does he become not tame?
Well, see, I don't know.
That's the question.
Because we've all seen Siegfried and Roy. They had tame tigers that were trained to do magic.
But a rabid squirrel.
A rabid squirrel.
Squirrels are fast.
And squirrels are vicious and mean. I have recounted a couple times on this podcast my run-ins with squirrels, and they are terrifying. They are. They're little monsters.
They are.
Question.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you can't eliminate the squirrel.
You
Like,
could,
kill
but
it?
I'm going to throw.
Yeah.
We're going to throw another rabid. There's always a rabid squirrel, and now might not be
Okay.
the same rabid squirrel.
Okay.
I feel like you're going to have to fight the squirrel off.
Yeah.
You could possibly kill it
Okay.
in that amount of time.
You have no weapons.
No, just
Correct.
you. But
Correct.
you're fully clothed with shoes, and I mean, so.
But it
Go
would
on.
hypothetically.
You go first.
I'll go first. I think I'm still taking the squirrel. If it's every day for an hour. If it's one time, I would go with the tiger. But every day, like Mike said, if the tiger decides to snap, I have zero chance. Zero.
Right.
I feel like the squirrel, he could be, maybe he's just crazy and maybe he'll leave me alone. Maybe he'll attack me. I'm in there every day. At some point, he's going to attack me.
Yeah.
I feel like I could kick and maybe stomp
But
it.
if he's in that mood, it's an hour.
I know. It is
It's
an hour.
of him coming at you.
But if you're in there with that tiger, that's a nerve-wracking hour with that tiger.
It is.
See, here's what I think would happen to me. I see the two cages. that tiger, I could sit behind the microphone and take the tiger, but when I look at that cage with the tiger sitting in
I
it,
said squirrel.
ooh, I'm not going to be able to go forward
And
with my
let's face
choice.
it, the worst, if you get bit by the squirrel, that's not going to be fun. You're going to have to go through rabies
Rabies.
shots.
Maybe multiple times because you.
But if the tiger goes rogue, there's no shot. I mean,
Yeah.
You're probably done.
so I don't know. I don't know. It's hard if it's tame, but you could go through the whole time and it could just walk up and purr and you could
be
pet
your-
it. It could be a buddy.
could
You
be a buddy.
Look forward to it.
Yeah.
Every day, like, oh, I get to spend an hour with the tiger. I'm still taking the squirrel. I don't know. That's where I'm going. I'm taking the squirrel.
You want me to go next?
You can go.
I'm going to do what I think will split the room. I'm going to do the tiger, mainly because, like you said, he's tame. Now he could snap and I'd be done, but many trainers and people work with tame tigers for many years, and the tigers never turn on them. I mean, like you mentioned, Siegfried and Roy. That was yes, it was a horrible thing, but they worked with them for how many years?
Yeah, they did.
So I'm going to be nice to him. And he's going to
You are. You're not gonna go up and kick
he's
him
going to be and he's going to be
Pull his
nice
tail?
to me. He's going to be my buddy.
Okay.
And maybe I'll just lose an arm. Maybe I won't get killed. I just don't want to every day.
It would be exhausting.
Have to deal with
it would
that
be exhausting.
constant. Because if he's rabid, he's probably not going to be relaxed in the corner.
Probably not.
Every day for an hour, you got to deal with that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to play the gamble that the tiger won't snap on me.
I'm not taking the chance. I'm not doing it because, like I said, if I walk up and I see those cages side by side, there is no way I'm gonna ever get 1 foot in that tiger cage.
See, Mike, I did like you.
I'm gonna
sitting
chicken
here
out.
in the basement of the It's Funny Studios. It's easy for me to say that, but I was like, I don't know if I could get in that cage. Tigers are huge.
But the second
The
you start
largest-
sticking your toe in there, that squirrel's coming at it, man.
Well, he may or he may not. He may be.
He's rabid.
He may
He's
be
gonna-
Some rabid animals,
He's gonna be frothing.
It causes them to do other things, but
they
where
go
they're-
crazy.
Yeah.
Well, now here's the thing too. I mean, I could.
Then you
PETA,
get a fresh one tomorrow.
PETA's going to come after me, but I could intentionally maybe just. I could take out the squirrel right at the start, maybe.
Maybe.
Well, that's what I think what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to go in there like, I'm going to stomp this squirrel.
Well, either that or I sulk in the corner the
But
whole
you said
time
there's
and.
two of them, right? Or was it just one
no,
squirrel?
just one squirrel.
Oh, one squirrel. Okay.
Quit trying to add rabid squirrels to my cage.
I
There's
thought you said
there's
two
only
at the, I thought
one.
you said two at the beginning.
No, I said one.
I'm going to have to listen to the tape.
Rewind it.
I think there was one. I
was one.
I was under the assumption there was one.
It was one tape.
If
Well,
there's
he's gonna
two,
be- he's
I'm
gonna
still
be
taking
wild.
the squirrels.
He's going to be wild.
I'm still taking the squirrels even if there's two, because, I'm not going in the tiger cage. I can't.
Me and my calm tiger I'll be singing songs to him, keep him relaxed.
Please don't eat me today.
I mean, because what if he missed his breakfast that morning? I don't know. You just it's an animal at the end of the day, and you just don't know. So
No, you don't know.
I'll take
I said
the
it's
squirrel.
the big risk.
It's a huge risk.
In real life, would I go sit in with a tiger? No. But would I go sit in with a rabid squirrel? No.
No, but that's why it's a would you rather.
Yeah. So I'm playing the odds. We're going to be buds.
All right, so this next one we'll
And
see.
it's the same tiger every day, right?
Unless you kill it, and then you'd get a
Well,
new
if
one.
I do that,
That's the thing. The same rules for the tiger and the squirrel. So
so each day we build up more and more familiarity.
sure.
And that's when he kills you. That's even more heartbreaking because they were such good friends.
Yeah,
Greg
look,
sang to
Siegfried
him.
and Roy worked with their tigers for years.
I know.
Lived with them.
But I
They
can have a
know.
good long, it's an hour.
Oh, hello, tiger. How are you? Oh, we're so happy you came to the show.
It's an hour. An hour out of my day.
At least he's getting mauled by his friend.
Yeah.
That's nice.
My buddy.
It was an encounter,
Yes, it was
a tiger encounter. Ugh.
I'm not going to look like I got into a fight with a cat every day when I get out of there, though, at least.
No, but you might not get out of there one day.
One day. Hopefully it's not day 1 or 2.
You chose poorly. All right, the last one. This is a tough one too because I don't like either of these options. But would you rather have all your meals served as a blended smoothie,
Gross.
or each meal that you eat, you have to eat each ingredient separately. So like take out the, and that would include like your spices. Everything is separated. It's separated out, and that's what you got to eat. And I'm going to say you can't pick like, okay, well then I'm just going to, it's like, no, like you go and whatever is being fixed, that's what you, because otherwise I can say, okay, well I will just eat.
So you got to eat your quarter teaspoon of salt.
You're going to have to eat every ingredient separate. Or they're blended. All blended. Neither one, they're both horrible. They're both
blended into a mulch.
Sucks.
They're both bad.
Well, Greg's up first.
All right. It's funny. I was at a youth camp a number of years ago, and they had a contest where they made the kids eat blended meals. They took they took a Big Mac meal from McDonald's with a shake, poured it all in the blender, mulched it up, and the kids would take turns eating it. And there was a whole number of different, and it looked disgusting. But then I think about the minute ingredients and all this stuff, and it's like, I can't think of a recipe that would be good that way. I mean, I'm going mulched.
And again, and you go to the big like Christmas and Thanksgiving, and I want pumpkin pie. It's like, well, here you go.
Yeah, here it's blended. It's in with your turkey and gravy.
Well, or the other way, it's laid out with here's your teaspoon of
here's your teaspoon of nutmeg.
Oh.
Yeah,
the spices are what really get me, I think.
Well, I don't know, eating the crust by itself, and then here's a thing of just pumpkin. Like,
yeah, have at it. No, I'm going mulch.
Cup of half and half cream.
Here's a question that I've got. So, say take the pumpkin pie for example. If you go the individual route, the ingredients, are you taking them as they were prior to the meal being prepared, or the state they would be in that the final product would be? So,
give an example.
The pumpkin pie, are you getting so say if you blend it, the pumpkin pie would be like the finished cooked pumpkin pie in a blender. Now the ingredients, are they just going to be like, here's the pumpkin straight out of the can? Or are you saying we're going to cook cook the pumpkin part of it and cook the
I would think things
crust.
that are cooked have to be cooked. You don't want to eat raw dough.
Yeah, but I would say the pumpkin's going to be cooked, but there's no spices in with it. It's just cooked.
Because your spices are separate.
Right. Yeah. So a pizza. You cook a pizza in the oven, cook it in the oven.
All the ingredients are cooked.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, that was a runaround question.
But like a pizza, you would eat some cheese, then you would eat a mushroom.
See, I think I'll go next, and I thought about this. I don't want to do the blended, but I think the blended gives me the best option of tasting the meal as closely as possible to how it's supposed to be tasting.
Yeah, my problem when I think about blending though is temperature. It's like, is this thing going to be
it's going to be gross.
Hot or cold?
Well, you said blended?
Blended.
See, the way I took this though is your whole meal is blended together. So
correct.
Turkey, pumpkin pie, gravy.
Correct.
Yeah.
All blended one.
Yeah.
Correct. Some stuff that's going to work better with than others. I'll say that.
And if it's separated, think how long your meal is going to take to eat.
That's true. But even the blender, though, the consistency of some meals are going to be so thick.
I know. And
you're hardly going to be able to swallow.
And you're going to have some disgusting things in there.
Not to mention the look of every blended meal is going to be some brown.
Yeah.
Goop paste. It's not going to be appetizing at all.
Did you say the entire dessert?
Everything goes in the blender and they hit the button, just like you were saying with the Big Mac meal.
Yeah.
It's the meal.
See, but I cannot go from one scoop of salt to one scoop of sauce to one thing of lettuce.
Here's some nutmeg and oregano for you.
Yeah, I can't do that. I just can't. So I'm going to have to go blended, hoping that some meals are going to turn out okay, knowing that I'm not going to get every meal great. So
yeah.
Well, I'm going to split the room.
All right.
And it's not easy. This was like, I don't know. It's bad. It's almost 50-50.
It's bad either way.
I hate I don't like mixing my food anyway.
I don't either.
I don't. I think plates should all come compartmentalized.
You'll be compartmentalized.
I know I will. It's not. I said this isn't going to be fun.
Your plate's going to have like little teeny compartments.
It'll be like a pill organizer.
See, you are going like which one will give you the best taste. I'm going which is the least worst taste for me to be able to get down. And I'm going with the other one because I have a feeling there's going to be times I'm not going to be able to get my meal down as a smoothie. It's just going to, I can't do it. It's going to just make me sick. I can't do it. And it's not going to be, it's going to be horrible. I'm never going to enjoy eating. Maybe I'll lose weight because I'll quit eating. But I can't do this. I can't just, I can't throw everything in the blender. There you go. Like,
for me, I couldn't do the extremes of one ingredient to the next ingredient.
I wouldn't like that. It wouldn't be fun. But I don't know.
I'm trying to think of a really horrendous meal that you would split up.
Well, I mean, I would hate. I'm going back to still Thanksgiving. That would be a terrible meal. You just have turkey, just turkey. It's not. It's just turkey.
Here's a potato. Oh, and here's the butter over here.
Yeah, I mean,
here's some salt.
Yeah, it's going to be. Nothing is going to be good. But then it's like, here's your Thanksgiving smoothie. It's like, I don't want that either. I don't want either one.
Here's your pinch of pepper.
Now, maybe if we put a time limit on it, then I would say, okay, I will go smoothie. But if it's for the rest of my life, I can't just do it.
Yeah.
And maybe I'd get used to it after a while. But
I don't like the thought of either. But
no, like I said, there's not a good scenario for
at least if
good outcome.
At least if I throw up the smoothie, it's going to look the same.
Yeah, you throw it right back into the glass.
Yeah, it'll be the same.
We'll never be able to enjoy a meal ever again.
It would be terrible. It would not be good. All right, so that was our Would You Rather.
So what about in between meal snacks? Do those get pulled into the meal? And
I think anything you eat
gets blended.
I think so.
Yep.
Otherwise, I would do the other, and I just wouldn't eat much, and I would eat a bunch of snacks.
Yeah. Although a blended Reese's would be fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it wouldn't be good. All right, well, let's see if we can save some people some time.
We're all looking to save
people
time.
are, you're running late. People are late to work. They're late to everything.
My suggestion would be turn off this podcast.
But I don't know. Do you guys typically, are you late? Are you early? Are you an on-time person? What are you?
Well, you know what? I used to be the guy who would like show up to school like an hour early, and I would just
That's way early.
I know. I used to be that guy. I would show up all the time super early for stuff. And now I've almost swung back where I'm like, I find myself annoyingly running late, and I hate it.
See, I kind of went the other way. When I was younger, I was always running late to school, or like right as the bell's ringing, I'm coming in, stepping into the class. As I've gotten older, it bugs me, and I'm early to everything. And maybe some of that's because I don't sleep well anymore, so I'm up earlier anyway. And it's like, let's just go ahead and get ready and get going and get things moving.
What do you mean by early or late? So, like, if you're 5 minutes early, are you typically early then?
Yeah.
Or are you on time?
Like if I said something starts at 8 o'clock and you get there at 8:05, that's late.
Okay, what if you get there at 5 till 8? Is that early or is that on time?
Well, 8 o'clock
because some people say 5 minutes is on time.
No, 8 o'clock is 8 o'clock. Like if we said it starts at 8 and at 8 o'clock you just get in and sit down and 8 o'clock, boom. I don't mean in the parking lot. I mean where you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
I hate being late. I hate it.
Yeah, I'm definitely not late normally. Now, is there exceptions to that? Yes. But typically I'm not late. I'm debating whether I'm more on time or more early. Because it depends what it is, kind of. Some things I feel, go to the movie, I'm early. Way early.
Yeah, when I say I'm late, it seems like I'm not late all the time.
Yeah.
And it's not because I'm really necessarily wanting to be, like you're saying in some cases, but like I find myself like, oh shoot, I should have left like 5 minutes ago, or I got sidetracked with something, or something popped up.
Yeah,
It seems like we have been those people lately who show up at 8:10 when the thing starts at 8.
Yeah. I'm going to pull out an average and say I'm on time.
Okay. On my average, I would, not that I'm never late, but on my average, I would say that I'm early. It depends too. If I'm by myself or if I got a group that's going with me.
Well, you can't blame it on the group.
Well, I could, but I won't. I would never say that. But yeah, if it's just me, I'm early. I'm early, and that's the way I like it.
Yeah, because I honestly, especially if you're just saying myself, typically I'm early. But I'm taking into account the whole picture. Like Lori and I go to things, so I'm going to say I'm going to stick with on time.
So I'm hearing your wife makes you late.
Sometimes.
Drags you down.
Sometimes. I bet I got to watch it though. She listened this week, so she could be checking up on me.
Well, I will say, and my wife will agree because she listens quite a bit. She is the one who's more late than I am. I tend to be early. No. Not all her fault. I mean, you women do a whole lot of stuff. Get ready. I get ready pretty,
Yeah.
Pants, shirt, shoes. Let's go.
Yeah.
That's it. We're ready to go.
No, and honestly, I would say we both really are pretty much on time. That's as an average.
You're backtracking now. Now he's starting to stumble back like, oh, she's listening.
No, I didn't say that to start with. You said that.
I said I wouldn't say that. I said I would never say. All right. Well, anyway, so BuzzFeed, they had this thing here, and it was 28 things to help you get ready quick. It says, I'm not going to go through all 28 things. And this is pretty much geared for women because most of it is like doing your hair.
Yeah, things that...
26 of the things are for your hair or something. But anyway.
Oh, I primp with my hair, man.
And I'm not saying, I would never say that women are more late than men. But I'm just saying that this BuzzFeed article pretty much is focused for women.
I think you already said that.
I said I would never say that. All right. So there's a few of them I'm going to go over. The first one I found that the third one they had on here says a body sponge, which comes pre-filled with body wash. So all you have to do is grab it, give your body a quick scrub, minus all the fumbling with clunky bottles. How many times can you, if it's pre-filled, it's a one-time use, right? I mean,
well, no, you refill it when you're done.
Why do you refill a sponge?
And then you're going to be late.
It's like minus fumbling with all. How many bottles do you have when you? Again, this is men and women. I have one bottle. Well, two. I have a shampoo bottle and a body wash.
See, I read this one too, and I feel like they're almost describing a bar of soap. Like, hey, take this item that you can just scrub yourself with, and isn't that supposed to be a bar of soap or accomplish what that?
Yeah, why do you need the sponge at that point?
Maybe you got a stack of pre-filled sponges.
It's a one-time use disposable
I can't even get in the bathroom. All these sponges.
They're all pre-filled, saving me tons of time.
Yeah, how many bottles are they using to? And if you're using a bunch of bottles, what are they for? Okay, I say that. And I'm just thinking now. In our shower, like I said, I've got a shampoo and I've got a body wash. And I think there's 6 other bottles in there. I have no idea. I don't know what they're for.
I think we only have, now we do have right now a couple of flavors of shampoo and conditioner. So right now there's a shampoo and a conditioner, another shampoo, that's mine, a body wash. I do have a tube of face wash in there too.
For you?
Yeah. It's a men's face wash.
I don't use a different wash. I just scrub.
It's a scrub.
I've noticed you've had a nice glow lately.
You bet.
Honestly,
at my
you know what?
age, you got to do everything.
I use the shampoo. And then I scrub my hair, wash my beard, my face.
I think Lori's got a face wash. So that's it.
Okay. Mike? What are we looking at?
He's got beer.
Well, yeah, that's a necessity, though. And the shower beer doesn't help you save time. Let's be honest.
But I'm sure it slows things down.
Yeah. Bartender usually gets me in and out pretty good though. He's pretty on top of it. Yeah, I mean we've got to more or less just the usual stuff in
the
there.
Basics.
Courtney's got a scrub. I know.
A pre-filled sponge?
No pre-fills. But I mean, we just got. I guess the base, what you'd expect.
Yeah. All right. The next one I have is number 10 on our list. It says a bracelet holder that'll help you deck yourself out in your fave accessories without almost breaking them or having to run around the house trying to find someone to help you when you're in a hurry. So basically, it's just a clip that clips onto the bracelet to hold it in place so that you can snap it and put.
Yeah.
How much time is this saving you?
Well, for some people, I can see that.
This is like, okay, we're going to help you get ready quick so you're not late. I mean, is it taking you 25 minutes to latch the how many bracelets are you wearing? You know what? Maybe if you're running late, forgo the bracelet. Or grab it and throw it in your pocket. I'll put it on when I get there. Like, you don't have to put this on to leave, do you? I don't know. Maybe you do. Ladies?
I think they'd have better luck with a necklace.
Greg, how many bracelets do you wear when you go out?
I don't wear a bracelet.
Well, you do the face scrub. I didn't know if we're...
No bracelets. Watch. I have a watch.
Yeah, I got the watch.
Maybe I need a clamp to hold my watch band so I can pull.
Say, if I take my watch off and...
I think they would be better served to have a necklace detangler so when all those chains get tangled up.
It's about 10 seconds right there. I know a watch is not a bracelet.
Not a bracelet.
But
no,
that little hook can be tough.
Sometimes,
it is.
Sometimes you fidget with it, and it's like, come on. But
well, I've helped my wife put a necklace on or a bracelet. But again, if you're running late, it's like we can do this. We can do this at the concert, or we can do this at church or the business or whatever, wherever we're going.
Yep.
Or not. I don't know. All right, the next one I have is number 12 on the list.
Yeah.
Mike, have you got that? Did you have that one? You go ahead.
Well, yeah, it was the toothpaste.
Yeah, automatic toothpaste. I'll read it, and then you can come. An automatic toothpaste dispenser that holds a whole family's toothbrushes, toothpaste, and cups. Now you don't have to waste time taking off and putting back on the toothpaste cap. Why does it feel like such a tedious process when you're in a rush? Again,
that was my only one I picked.
How much time are you saving by? Yeah. Or some of them have a flip cap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in this, you have to line up your toothbrush to the tube of toothpaste.
Yep.
I don't know. I assume it's pressure, so I assume you have to push some sort of a lever at the back of the holder.
Something's got to
which
dispense
then pushes the toothpaste down. I feel like that takes longer than it does.
I feel like it would do.
Grab the tube of toothpaste, take the top off, and 5 seconds later, you've got toothpaste on the toothbrush.
Yep.
There are more. You're introducing so many other ways that this could take longer and
make a mess. Now you got to clean up the mess.
Go wrong. With this, it doesn't make sense.
Make a mess. The tube's empty. Oh, I got to pull it out and reload it.
Also, not to mention, you're hanging your toothbrushes right over the top of your toilet is what it looks. Well, by the sink over here. Just how bad does that look?
There's
in a
no
bathroom?
spray coming from the toilet. That's
look how this looks so tacky to me too. I don't get it. I just don't get it.
I'll ask you guys this question: when you use the toothpaste, how do you get it on? Where do you squeeze? Let's put it that way. How do you run the toothpaste tube?
I will say typically I try from the end to push. That's just not say I never squeeze in the middle, but typically I go from the end. Try to get it to go towards the cap.
Mike?
Well, we have.
You got the little winders?
Yeah. So they move the toothpaste forward through the tube. So we work everything as we go towards the nozzle. So most of the time I'll go from the nozzle. Well, yeah. I mean, it'll work its way out, and then we just move up the.
Yeah, you're using the pressure of the toothpaste to force it out.
So I use it from the nozzle because how we have the tube of toothpaste is always loaded up at the nozzle. From the thing that slides it towards the nozzle.
You don't just haphazardly grab the tube and right from the front of it, so it squirts it. Some of it on your toothpaste and the rest of it down to the butt end of the.
Yeah,
tube.
so then you got this big glob at the end.
That is a fight I fight all the time at our house. I don't know why. And I'm like, can't you say that? I don't know. I'm in a hurry. I just go.
See, we don't use
I
the
take
same.
it. I squeeze it all down. I fold it. I even fold it down. I'll fold it down. I'll go back in there. I know she didn't. But I said, it looks like you unfolded it, squeezed it from the end and squirted it back down.
You should get one of those little.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'll have to look that up.
Oh yeah,
It's like $1. And
yeah, is it a little winder?
It goes on the end of the tube, underneath that, like the crimped part, and you slide it towards the nozzle, and as it goes, it constricts all the toothpaste towards the nozzle.
Slides. I've seen the ones. Have you ever seen the ones? It's got a slot. It's like a key, and you put it through there, and then you wind it.
Oh, yeah, I'd seen that. Same principle. Just in a different
squeezing
design.
it towards the front is what it's doing.
And then it's
Lori and I
always
don't use the
preloaded
same.
at the front, and you get to use almost all the toothpaste.
Yeah, Lori and I don't use the same toothpaste, so I'm on my own to, control the output of my toothpaste.
Oh, see, we share toothpaste.
Yeah,
so.
she's got a sensitive one, and
it cries.
it's very sensitive.
You haven't used me at all today. It's like, all right, the next one I have is 17, a fragrant mist to spritz all over your hair and body for a fresh smell. Not like this. That'll totally trick people into thinking you had time to take a shower. It's like, they won't think you're a disgusting slob.
Yeah.
It'll smell like you've just gotten out of the shower, even though you haven't. So I feel like this is where Lumi could come in too. We've talked about Lumi.
And what's the other
deodorant.
one? The
Mando.
Yeah.
I get ads for Mando now. By the way, it's like
Again, and part of this, I think, I get it. A lot of women and men too. That's kind of, they don't wash their hair every day, and they say that's supposed to be better for you. You wash up. I can't.
I wash my hair every
day.
day. I wash my hair every day.
I'm with you. I wash my hair every day.
Well, some days I just wet it down.
But then at that point, I just commit to the shampoo. I don't know.
Yeah,
he doesn't have time. He's too busy putting his face cream on.
that's right.
You got to make.
But I've got
cuts
my
and
toothpaste
sacrifices.
down, so
do have your
I'm
toothpaste.
shaving a few minutes there.
You do have your toothpaste.
Yeah,
down.
give and
That is
take.
Good.
Give and take.
Kind of on the same vein, number 18, a refreshing clothes spray. For those moments when you know it's almost time to wash your favorite sweat. I'm saying if you have to use that, it is time. If you pick it up like, woo, I'll just squirt a little deodorizer on it. It'll be good. Why don't you just throw it in the dirty hamper?
See, I want the George Jetson process for getting ready in the morning. You just jump on the conveyor belt. It shoots you through, showers.
I like that,
Everything, plops your clothes on. Boom, you're done.
The last one I had is a set of elastic lock laces.
I'm glad you had this one too.
What was that one?
Elastic lock laces.
Oh.
Who has time to tie their shoes?
What are we, 5? Do we need the Velcro?
Just add these to your everyday sneakers, and you don't have to worry about dealing with those pesky laces in a hurry ever again. Have you seen, is it Skechers that have the new where you just stand them, you don't have to lean over? Yeah. So not only do I not have to tie them, I don't even have to bend over.
That was the Mr. T commercial.
Slide them on.
Yeah. Mr. T, he pities the fool who has to tie his shoes.
We're up here, we're like, look at Mike bending over and putting his shoes on like an idiot. I get to stand here and step on them.
Yeah.
Look how much time I'm saving. I'm not washing my hair. I'm not washing my clothes. I'm not taking a shower. I don't have to bend over to put my shoes on.
And now I'm talking to HR about getting fired.
Yeah, I'm taping it.
I better film that.
Oh, my goodness. So that was the last one I have. I don't know if you guys have anything else.
I had
Do you have
one.
any? Go ahead.
I had one from this list real quick. And I bring this up because guys get a lot of flack for this.
Uh-oh.
But, so this one was, number 6, an extremely popular Maybelline BB cream. So it says to help your skin tone brighten, smooth, and hydrate. So it's like multiple things. It's an SPF and a foundation in one.
Maybe that's
So
what
two
my
things in
shower
one.
gel does, my facial gel.
Well, here's my thing. I bring this up because guys, I see all the time, women will rag on guys for having like a 2-in-1 or a 3-in-1 product, like a shampoo, body wash, face wash, whatever, conditioner. Women rip on guys for that stuff, but it's like you're doing the same thing.
Women have 6 products for doing the same thing, but they have 6 different ones.
Yeah.
That all do something slightly different. It's a great day if I found something that was like a body wash / shampoo / conditioner. I'm like, one time, one squirt, and that's it.
Doug's like, I can use this as toothpaste too.
Like, you know what? If we did that, if I could do that, I would be like, I'm in. I know people I like the reversible belt. Like, that's a cheapy little. I got 2 belts in one. Look, I'm saving money.
I got the reversible belt.
I've got a
right
reversible
now.
belt.
I have a reversible belt as well.
You ain't never catch me without a reversible
No,
belt.
You never know when you're going to need brown or black.
That's right.
that is very true. I'm waiting for the reversible shoe. It's a tennis shoe on one side, flip it around. It's a dress shoe. I can just go. I would love that.
All right,
Oh.
I have a question. Sorry, talking speed here then.
Okay.
What's the shaving situation? Do you do a
all over.
Like
that's
every
that's not what
day?
you're talking about?
everyday hot water, lather it up cream, shaving cream, the whole thing? Or
So I will shave every 2 or 3 days. I'll do my razor shave. I don't do it every day.
I shave every day where I don't have my beard. I just hit it.
I just kind of use the blade because a lot of the blades now have that little
the clip that you flip back and
gel or
forth.
whatever
Yeah.
that's kind of on it, and I'll just hit that.
A lot of times
quick.
I'll do hot water, hit the spots that are
hot
kind
water
of
and just hit the spots,
and then maybe once a week I lather up and kind of we'll do that.
get your armpits.
I'll
and
lather up
your
every-
legs.
Well, those are every day. My bikini area.
I lather up every time I do it,
Wax.
but I don't do it every day.
I don't do the wax. No, I do it every day, and I usually hot water and a
yeah,
razor.
yeah.
And like I said, maybe once a week. Now, if on times when I don't have my beard, it's every day. Shave every day.
I rarely use shaving cream anymore. I used to use it every day. Now, like I said, my blades have that little strip on them. That's like
I find that goes away pretty quick on
I
mine.
cannot.
I'm in the Dollar Shave Club, so I have a stack of blades.
See, I use them too, but I always use lather. If I don't use lather, I nick myself.
Oh, do ya?
Or my cheek gets really irritated and red. So I feel like I
That's why
have
my
to
cheeks
use
are red.
lather. They feel like they burn.
should lather it up.
If I don't put enough on, I can feel like it
Maybe
burns.
my shower face gel takes care of the skin.
Makes your skin so smooth like a baby bunny. It doesn't even grow hair
The blade
now.
just slides across it.
So, yeah, I don't use like the shaving gel anymore. I use it's almost like a lotiony thing. You squirt it out a little, just pea-size amount on your hand, rub it together, and work it
Yeah.
in with a little hot water. So,
I was just curious.
Saves
There's
a
a way
lot
to
of time,
speed
though.
that up.
oh yeah. Now I'm ready, 45 minutes before my wife, that I can just sit there and wait
And be early.
and be early. Well, I'm early getting ready. I'm not early where I need to go. Because we need to have at least three costume changes for my wife. And what's happening?
costume changes.
I love
You're
it when
done getting ready. I've got the car washed. It's gassed up.
I've done that. I leave. It looks like she's ready. She's doing her hair. She's dressed. I come back. She's had a completely different outfit on. You're like, what happened? I didn't like
the
that.
wheels fell off somewhere.
I didn't like that at all. I didn't like how that looked. I'm not thrilled with this. Is it warm outside? I don't know. What is it? What do you want? How are you dressed now? I'm dressed for cool. It's cool. Whatever you're dressed for, that's what it is at this point. Yeah. Or she'll call me in. What do you think of this? Like, oh, are you already
That's a
wearing it? I
dangerous
love
question.
it.
Yeah.
If you're already wearing it, I
Let me
love
ask
it.
AI real quick.
If you're wearing this and you're asking me about a different outfit, I like the one you're wearing. That's my favorite one right now. That one. The one that you have on that we can get out the door with. And my wife listens to the podcast. She keeps tabs on me. Make sure that she knows I'm true. Or I'm right. It's true. All right. Anything else? I got some reasons why people are late.
Let's hear them.
I thought there was 10. There's only, looks like 7. 1, 2, 3, 4.
They ran out of time right in the article.
To write the other 3.
Yeah. The deadline ain't coming
There's 8.
fast.
There's 8. There's 8.
And somebody got fired for it and they taped themselves.
That's right.
And
All
I
right.
keep saying taped. Taped's such an old word. It's not recorded.
Preview for the next segment.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Segment 3.
Yeah.
That's a good one. All right. So what do you think the number one excuse for someone being late? And this is for work. This is
Traffic.
for businesses.
It's got to be traffic.
Yeah, let me think here. Is traffic it?
It's got to be.
Yeah.
That's the oldest one in the book.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's heavy traffic.
25% of people use traffic.
Yeah.
Oh, and it says traffic/transportation issue. So trains late, or I'm assuming car broke down, something like that.
Yeah.
Number 2.
Alarm didn't go off.
Oh, I don't know if it's that high.
It may not be. I think it's on the list,
Yeah.
but I can't think of another
I
one
would
that's-
probably go with weather, bad weather. Now, that may not apply all the time, but
Yeah.
I would say bad weather / road conditions.
Okay. I'm sticking with the alarm.
Hang on here, because it's I've got 2 different answers.
What kind of
Well, they
quiz
have
is this?
I don't know. They said personal problems, number 18 or 18%.
Personal
That's
issues.
vague.
The
Personal
voices in my
problems.
head were telling me something completely different.
I'd go out and
Well,
kill a
it-
family first.
Yeah, oversleeping was the third at 15%.
Oh, okay.
So I would say,
Nice.
well, what
That was
threw
going to
me-
be my next one on the
They
list.
had the graph there, and then they list the ones what they skipped. It went from traffic, which was 25%, to oversleeping at 15. It's like, well, wait a minute. You have personal problems here at 18 up here on the graph, and I don't even see that on here. So I don't know what happened to personal problems. Apparently,
They got them
mad
taken
and
care
left.
of. They had counseling.
Yeah.
All right. There's 2 that are tied for first, second, I guess fourth.
I would say it's got something with family members, the kids, or
Your dog.
yeah. So I don't know how to phrase that,
That
but
could be personal problems with the dog.
well, that's true.
Nope, that's one of them. Child related issues. Kid sick. Kid
Yeah.
missed the bus.
Yeah, child. Yeah.
And there's another one at 12% that people use.
Long line at the drive-through.
That's definitely not a personal problem.
What else would cause you to?
I think weather has
Didn't
got to
feel good. Is that a sickness?
weather's got to be in here somewhere. I think.
Health related. All right, we got 3 more here. And I think you already said this one, to be honest with you.
We said weather.
It's number 6. It said family related,
Yeah.
which you said kind of with the child.
Yeah.
That was up a couple notches. 2 more that people use.
Out of gas. Car problem.
I think they're including that in with the traffic / transportation issue.
Oh.
Construction.
Ooh, that's a
I
good
think
one.
again, traffic and transportation.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
See, a lot of them I'm thinking of are traffic transportation. School buses.
This may have tie in with our next segment with being old, getting older.
Can't find the keys.
Lost items.
Gotcha.
Can't find my key, my wallet. And then the last one, I think we've all experienced probably something. Probably didn't make us late, but we all live in a
House.
home related. So
Home related stuff.
plumbing or like dryer quit or whatever. So yeah,
Yeah.
home related items. Again, no one filmed this that they went in, and so we don't know what they would say exactly.
We'll have to wait for the trend.
Said that the survey also covered some pretty weird excuses, and they took the top 3 that were the weirdest. These are actual excuses they made for being
My
late.
tiger bit me.
You're not too far off.
Yeah.
First one, my pet goldfish was feeling unwell and I had to take it to a vet. These
Oh,
are
geez.
actual excuses. Number 2, I was stuck in a time warp. Let's do the
Sorry.
time warp.
I was
again.
time traveling. You have to forgive me.
And
Well,
then-
then you'd be there early, maybe.
maybe. Or tomorrow.
Yeah, or yesterday. Or,
You're late. Actually, I'm early for tomorrow.
I was so early, I'm late.
That's right. And the number 1, I was busy playing a game of hide and seek with my neighbor.
Oh boy. Is that what we're
Maybe
calling
you
it?
try one of those. I don't know.
Wow.
If any of you have used or heard of weird excuses, feel free to comment on some of our social media posts. We'd like to hear some of those.
I don't know if you can top the neighbor one.
I don't think so. All right, let's get into feeling and being old.
How
Not
desperate,
just feeling old.
How desperate was that person to come up with anything, and that's just what they thought of.
Hide and seek.
Oh, my goodness.
Mike, you're late again. Playing hide and seek. I didn't want to. He made me.
And they couldn't find me.
I waited for hours.
So I saw this article about Gen X. That's my generation, the forgotten generation. We go from boomer straight to millennial, and we get passed over, which is fine.
Who are you?
I'm not really going to read the article because we're just going to kind of talk about some of this stuff. But it talked about, says Gen X is getting older. They're hitting that stage of life, and we're not handling it well, which is, probably true. And it talks about things
Get a grip on yourself.
Talks about things that people have encountered that made them start feeling old. Like they start asking themselves questions. When did the hair start growing out of this spot? Or why do I suddenly hate driving at night? Or why is it so loud in this restaurant? Or does my skin and my arm look crepey? Different things. You start getting the turkey wings under your arms or whatever.
Yep.
So I put that out there to you guys. What is there now, Mike? He's our millennial, so I don't know how much this will relate. It might relate to you some.
Well, I've got an answer, actually.
Yeah, there are some things. What are some things that you've encountered that you notice and it's like, man, I'm starting to feel old, or man, I'm getting old. That's just bother me or hit me.
Can I lead off?
Yeah,
actually?
Go right ahead.
Reading articles about stupid Gen Z TikTok trends. That's what makes me feel. Some of the slang, goblin mode. That's what makes me feel old.
And then getting aggravated about it. It's like, these are people your age. It's like, what are they doing? Yeah, good.
When people throw slushies at Bubba trucks.
That's right.
It makes me angry.
Oh,
and
that makes me angry.
I feel old.
Yeah.
No.
Did you have any other ones? Or okay.
I was talking to Lori about this
right.
beforehand, and I asked her if she had thoughts on it. And she said one that she sees is when doctors and teachers look like they're about 12 years old.
Oh, that's a great one. That is.
You
a
go
great
look
one.
at your doctor and he looks like he's 12. It's like, geez.
Yeah.
What year did you start college?
That's a good one. I had when songs that you listened to new or bought the album, and they're called here's a classic or whatever,
hits.
or, and this has happened to me multiple times here just within the last 3 months. You'll hear songs played at Walmart or Kroger at the store.
Oh yeah,
I was at the Walmart. And they played an Ozzy Osbourne song. I'm like, what is happening?
Was it an instrumental or was it the actual song?
It was the actual song. Flying high again.
Because when they've gotten turned into Muzak, that's
Don't
even
you
worse.
love it? Like I don't hear Muzak very often.
Not much.
When I was 35 years ago, I was working retail and I hated it because they would play Muzak.
Yeah.
And it was just and then as soon as the store would close, we'd get a radio and take it up to one of the microphones where the cashiers had and put a rubber band around it and put it down so you could hear music.
Yep. We did the same. I worked retail. Yep.
But that was one I had for sure. When you hear music playing in different places, you're like, well, McDonald's will play music and it's all stuff that's like, oh my gosh, I had this album. I bought this brand new. It's like, and they're just playing it like, oh, we love these old songs. Like, gross. Another thing I have is picking what restaurant you want to go to based on what time you're eating. And by that, I mean, like if you call,
if
like,
they
hey,
have a
you guys
special?
want to, no. Well, that could be too. You want to get the early bird special. But I was like, if somebody said, hey, you want to go get something to eat? Like, yeah, what were you thinking? I always thought about going to Tequila's, a Mexican joint. I love Mexico. It looks like, ooh, it's 7:45. By the time we get down there and I order and I get my food, it'll be 9 o'clock. I can't eat salsa at 9 o'clock. It will kill me. I'll have heartburn so bad I can't do that.
Which ties into the health things.
Yeah, I was like, well, I can't eat. Or I was like, I can't eat fried food at 10 o'clock at night. What are we doing? Like, no. Or do you ever pick a restaurant that somebody will ask? It's like, you want to go there? And you're like, nah. And the reason is, I haven't said no, but I know that we've went to certain restaurants. It's like, their lighting so bad. I can't read the menu anymore. I had to get my stupid phone and flip the light on it. My wife's like, what? I was like, I can't help it. I can't see. I can't read the menu. And then I saw another old guy. I say old, my age, and he was doing it too. I'm like, all right, give him the thumbs up. Hey, we can't see.
Could you guys see each other giving the thumbs up?
No, he thought I flipped him off. He got mad. He jumped up. I jumped up. We both grabbed our knee and fell to the ground. That was it. Did you have any? I don't want to keep
I've got
going.
some more.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, you mentioned that made me think of one. You said when I had to first get bifocals.
Yeah.
Or trifocals now. There's that. You also mentioned music. This is a double-edged one. Concerts. Because if I go see a band that I grew up with, they're ancient. Or if I go to a current band, I am the old person there. This is probably 7 years ago. Lori and I went to see Fitz and the Tantrums. Much more current band at the time. They were new, pretty much. And we looked like definitely some of the older people there. And these kids are all jumping up. Now, if you go to a Kids Bob concert, you're definitely the old one. But music concerts, so you got either the band is super old and they're one that you grew up with, or you're the old person at a current concert. That's my thinking on those.
Or you go to a concert of an old band and you look and they're all new.
Yeah.
They're not the band.
Yeah, it's
anymore.
not the same band.
What happened? Oh, they're all too old to tour. Or they wheel the one
Yeah.
member out once in a while to make him say.
Yeah.
In his wheelchair.
Yeah, he's on a dolly. They just
Yeah.
roll him out. And
So they can still say, we have an original member still.
look, and he's still standing.
Yeah. And he says, I don't want to be here. Help me.
I want to go back to the nursing home.
Oh, you're fine. We've got pudding in the back. Okay. Another, right along with music, you ever go and it's too loud. If you're out at a restaurant or somewhere, it's real loud and you have a hard time. I can't hear people.
Yeah.
Although I typically like music louder, my wife will complain much more about that. I think women are more sensitive to those kind of things.
Yeah.
Loudness or smells, or I don't want to get in a whole tangent. We can talk about that some other time, but yeah, I think my wife, she's more like, isn't it loud? Like, I don't know. I like it loud.
I noticed that, though, just ambient noise can seem a lot louder.
It can. That is very true. That I don't like I'd rather have loud music than just loud ambient noise. At least music, I'm like, I can hear that. I know. But if it's just like people talking and plates clinking, stuff like that, you're like, I can't. What is? Quit being noisy.
What about the TV volume?
Oh, it gets louder all the time.
Sometimes
I had to buy a surround
Why
sound.
is this so loud?
I had to buy a surround sound because my wife and I got a new TV. I could not hear the TV. But I feel vindicated because at Christmas time, my nieces came up and they're in their 20s and they were talking, I got a TV. They're talking to her mom, like, I can't hear the TV. I'm like, oh, good. It's not just me. I thought it was just me because my wife's like, can you hear that? I'm like, no, but I wasn't going to say nothing, but I can't hear it.
Doug's got a concert sound system on his TV.
I need it.
Suddenly the subtitles come on and
My wife watches, okay, this is a little bit different. Everything she watches, like if we watch something on Netflix or I'll use her login, subtitles are on all the time. They're just, she closed caption, boom, on. I'm like, why? I like it. I'm like,
I don't want to read the show.
It distracts me. Unless it's foreign, okay, fine, I get that. But I find myself reading along, like, well, I'm missing things on the show now.
Yeah, that messes with my head. I can't.
I don't like
do
that.
both.
How about 80% of your wardrobe is from Costco?
well, I'm in trouble too.
That's
there.
very true.
Yeah.
I wear a lot of Costco clothes.
Yeah.
Yes, I like them.
I do too. I'm already there. That's a great value.
And in second place is probably Walmart.
I don't get much Walmart clothes.
I don't
Mostly
do.
Costco.
Yeah, Costco's mostly. Then there's Kohl's, Walmart.
I'm Costco, Eddie Bauer, and Bass Pro. That's it.
Yeah.
Well, Costco sells a lot of Eddie Bauer.
They have recently too. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got Bass Pro. Some things there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that would be kind of the. And also, I probably need to. I was like, I don't update my wardrobe very often. It's kind of like, no, this is what I get. This is it.
Yeah.
I have jeans that I've had for 10 years. It's like they still fit. They still work. I'm not They're not tore up.
One of the things that started me on the path to feeling old many years ago.
Birthdays?
Nope.
Oh.
That'll do it to you.
Well, that'll do it. Excuse me. But our first minivan.
Oh, yeah.
When I jumped to the minivan, I was like, I'm old now. I have a minivan.
Yeah.
I went from, Camaro, Trans Am, minivan.
How many
Yay.
How many kids did it take before the minivan came in? Was it all three?
No. Well, for the minivan, 2 of them.
Okay.
But prior to that, even, we had a 4-door little Grand Am that we drove. So switching to a 4-door car really was probably the start.
That was mine.
But the minivan's the one that for some reason made me feel older. It's like,
well, the car can be, even 4-door sporty.
one of those Grand Ams.
Well, we grew up in the age where 4-door car meant old man. Not like now where everything's 4-door.
Yeah.
But it was 2-door unless you were an old man. Then you went with the 4-door. And then after that, it got to be, well, you have a 4-door car, but at least it's not a minivan.
Yeah.
It's like.
Then we went from the minivan back to a 4-door sedan, that Taurus.
And now everybody drives an SUV, which is just this.
They just all look
It's
alike.
just a station wagon for this generation. That's all it is.
Well, that's what we've got now.
Well, everybody does. That's what they have. So, all right. Anything else before we move on? Did you have any other ones?
I think that's
Well, while you're looking,
it.
like I said, if there's something else,
I think
go
that's
ahead.
it. Tech. I said tech.
Well, yeah.
Tech makes me feel
have to
older.
Those darn apps.
Yeah.
So, with it being 2024, 1984 is 40 years ago. It's hard to believe.
And I have been married 40 years in October.
Well, congratulations.
In 1984,
early.
we got married. So that makes me feel old.
Well, you might have went and seen. I found there's a bunch of them, but I found 10 movies that I jotted down that are turning 10 or 10.
10.
No.
He's
That
an
are
old
turning
man.
40.
He can't remember.
I can't remember. All right, so I'm gonna. Do you have any? You want to guess real quick? I won't have you see if
Movies
you can,
turning
40. So they were out in 1984.
Footloose.
Footloose is one of them. Yes, good call. Good pull.
Ghostbusters.
Another good pull. Look at there.
Karate Kid.
Another one. Yep, we're clicking them off.
Let me think. Because there's other ones that are pre.
Okay, let's see. There are 3 rules. Don't get them wet.
Gremlins.
Okay. How about I'll be back?
Terminator.
Terminator.
There we go.
The neighbor.
Really?
Neighbor.
The first Terminator?
1984.
Really?
Well, the list could be lying, but that's what that was on the list.
Oh, the internet never
I feel like
lies.
it's lying. Because I feel like I saw that earlier.
Maybe you were stuck in a time warp.
Terminator 1. Just double check me. I could be wrong.
Terminator is a 1984 American sci-fi action film.
Greg versus
Weird.
the internet.
I Googled you wrong.
Yep. All right.
It's supposed to be the other way, but
All right.
okay.
Stupid.
A
Google.
very famous birthday. The movie about a very famous birthday. It's a girl's birthday, and it did not work out for her. She was devastated.
16 Candles.
There you go. Didn't have
I don't know that one.
duck something.
Long Duck Dong.
There we go. I could not remember his name.
Boing, and the little gong would
This
go.
one had Dr. Jones. Dr. Jones.
Indiana Jones.
Well,
Raiders
short
of the
round.
Lost Ark.
Nope, short rounds in this one.
Oh, 2. Temple
Temple
of
of
Doom.
Doom. There we go. One that I never saw. It was a big movie though. The Never Ending Story. Never saw it.
I think
It
maybe
looked
my
weird
kids
with the
did,
big
but
white thing that flew around like a furry cross
monster
between
of
a
some sort.
caterpillar and a bear. I don't know what it was. I never
Yeah.
saw it.
They had that song.
Yeah, The Never Ending Story.
Was that Peebo Bryson? Or, I don't know.
That I don't know.
Yeah, we won't Google that.
Next one, Nerds.
Revenge of the Nerds.
Revenge of the Nerds. And the last one I had, one of my favorite films. I still love this film.
Rocky. No, Rocky was way earlier.
Yeah,
But
there was a Rocky in 1985.
Rocky
Might have been
3 was
in 80. I don't know if
around
there
there.
was.
I don't know. Anyways,
This one came out, and when I watched it, it felt like it was a movie telling you what was going to happen and how to prepare for this event. It scared me, but I loved it. Red Dawn. It was like the Russians are going to invade, and this is how they're going to do it. And I got to prepare myself to live out on off the land and kill commies.
That beginning where they parachute into the playground at the school, man.
It was something, man. When I was a kid and watched it, I was like a kid. I was 14, but still, it was like, holy cow. I thought, I'm never going to graduate. We're going to die in World War III. All right.
No, that's now.
Yeah. Well, it's still going on. I found some songs. There's not 10 of them. I think there's 8. There was more than that, but I just found a website said these famous songs are turning 40 this year. So, let's see. One by ex-Journey frontman.
Oh, Sherry.
Oh, Sherry. I love. It's a good song. I like it.
Yeah, I like Steve Perry's solo stuff.
Mike already said.
That's funny.
Mike said this word already.
Jump.
1984.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
funny.
good album.
I think that's
that tour.
Only song that they won was a Grammy for. And it was the one where he did because of playing keyboards.
Yeah.
It's not even for his
And they were probably
guitar.
tracked, and he got no recognition for playing them. But
How about Hall & Oates? They had a song. 4 years
Maneater?
old. No.
Kiss on My List?
No.
Let me think. Was it?
If you're old, you're not with it. You're not hip. You're
Man, I can't think
out
of
of
it.
touch.
Oh, yeah.
Out of touch.
Good song.
Out of
Good
touch.
song. I like Hall & Oates.
Yeah. You know what? If you got sucked into a time warp and left,
Huey Lewis?
we might sing this song.
Oh.
Because we would be, I ain't
Back
at
in
all.
time. Oh.
I'm missing you
Oh, I'm missing you. Oh.
since you've been gone. Oh, and here we go. REO Speedwagon.
Hold it. Can't Stop Loving You.
Well, you got
You're
Can't
close.
correct.
Close.
It's one where the girl leaves them. No, it's not that. Because like all their songs were about them getting broke up, but it has something to do. They can't something.
Can't Fight This Feeling.
Hey, we got it. Let's go. There's a Paul McCartney song, but it's not just him.
Wings? Or is it like Ebony and Ivory?
Nope. It's a duet.
It's a duet with Paul McCartney.
Yeah.
Drawing a blank.
How about Michael Jackson? Say what you want. And your favorite singer, the boss.
Springsteen.
This one was Courtney Cox's big start.
Born in the USA.
Nope.
No? Born to Run.
Nope.
No.
Not Born.
Oh. Dance.
Yeah. Oh, hey, you're getting there?
Dancing. Dancing in the Dark?
Dancing in the Dark is correct.
Mike, you can jump in on these.
I'm reading the list. I would have no
Mike
shit.
just rattled one off.
I have no
think it's-
shot.
Mike gets them all.
And he's like, what about this one? That's right. What about this one? That's it.
The movies I knew a little bit better, but
Yeah.
these songs I have no.
This song is about a bird who's sad. That's the clue.
I like the clues though. They're good clues.
It's a bird who's sad.
A bird
Very
who's
upset.
sad.
What happens when a bird's sad? What do they do? If you're sad, what would you do? Really
Cry?
sad.
When doves cry.
Hey, when birds cry. That was the first one.
That
They
was
came
a
out.
different version.
Like, you know what, Prince? You need to rework this. That's when birds cry just isn't working.
Make it doves and we'll be all set.
Well, that was a neat trick though, controlling those drones.
Yeah.
I didn't. You don't see drones cry.
You don't.
We all know birds are real.
All right, 2 more here. We got another one. This guy is really cool. He does something at night that nobody else does.
Sunglasses. Corey Hart. I wear my sunglasses. Wear my sunglasses at
And
night.
speaking of old man bands, this is a band I know you've seen. I like the band. It's talking about a sibling.
Did they wear sunglasses?
They probably did.
Oh,
But he's talking. The song has something about a sibling and a religion.
Sibling. Brother.
Could be
Sister.
Brother Mormon. Is that,
Brother-
remember that song? Brother Mormon.
Sister Christian.
There we go. Sister
Yes.
Christian.
Yeah.
So those are a few of the ones that are
Night
turning
Ranger.
40. Night Ranger.
Yeah.
Good band. I like them.
I saw them last summer.
I know.
And they sounded great. I've
In a
seen them
street
twice.
somewhere, wasn't it? Just
It was a street concert in a small town. They sounded great.
Yeah. I think a lot of the original members in it.
Mostly.
Yeah. So.
The keyboard player wasn't.
Go figure.
It was a Casio cassette player. And we're good. Go.
Darn it.
You guys are killing me. All right. Well, that's all I had. You have anything else that you need to add tonight?
So you're not doing the pop culture, you said?
No. Did you have any that you wanted to touch on? I didn't even.
I'm sure there's a ton.
There was a ton. It was like different commercials.
Yeah.
And,
nope, we're good. I think we're running long.
We are running long, and there wasn't any that was super interesting. So, we'll just go on. But I thought that was
everybody's
kinda
asleep
interesting.
now. That's been listening.
They tuned out a long time ago. But for the two of you that are still listening, we do appreciate it. Hey, we do thank you for listening. We appreciate everyone out there. If you like the show, the way that we get most of our listeners is just hit the share button once in a while. Hit that share button, put it out, say, hey, listen to these idiots. They're not
if
funny,
there's someone
but
you
they're
don't
dumb.
like, share it with them.
Yeah, that's right. Spam them. Here, listen to this show. They'll be like, why are you sending me this? Stop.
Because I hate you.
That's right. Check out our social media feeds. We put out different videos and things out there, clips and pictures. And we hope you're tuning in 7 days. And until then, see ya.
Later.
Peace.
Well, that wraps up another episode. Thanks for listening. Please be sure to subscribe. And you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.